Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome to Late Night with Kettle Kitchen. It's the late night version of our chit chat we kind of do. And this is an invitation to all of our friends globally, whether they're in the United States, the United Kingdom, Australia, or wherever they may be from. I would like to go ahead and bring up our panel. We do have a panel tonight, so that's a good thing. So we have 1, 2, 3, and possibly 4 tonight. So I would like to introduce everybody in case you don't know who they are. The lady below me is the sweet, innocent, compassionate, caring, empathetic, kind, soft-hearted, considerate, affectionate Blue from Blue Self-Reliance.
Okay, I thought he was talking about Dale then.
Then we have Dale from 9 Acre Family Farm, who's also known as Cookies and Brownies.
Yep.
Cookies and brownies.
And then, of course, we have Mitchell from Hendrickson Family Farm, who we have now dubbed the Black Dahlia of YouTube.
Black Dahlia.
Welcome, guys. How are you tonight?
All right.
Good. Good.
Yeah.
Anything new?
Oh.
Okay, let me rephrase that. Anything interesting we might want to tell anybody that is in the chat tonight?
I went to the York Food Festival yesterday.
Good.
And because it was the first day and it was first thing in the morning, all the bosses are there and you're able to talk to them. That's awesome. Have a really good conversation with them because there's no one there. It's still a work day, and everyone's just chilling out and getting themselves together.
Right.
And we have 7, possibly 9 potential, very interested sponsors for different collaborations for prizes and stuff here for the UK.
Woohoo!
So yeah, that's cool. Really awesome.
That's really neat.
So quite excited about that actually. One of the people that I was hoping to get hold of, well, 2 of the people that I was hoping to get hold of, one of them just literally almost chewed my arm off. He was that excited about it.
Almost chewed your arm off?
Yeah.
I like a good arm gnawing when it's beneficial.
Yeah. He said, just email me next week, okay? Just email me. And I'm like, okay. Another one has just had their product has blown up. They make pasta old school. They take a 2-day drying process. They use the brass moldings to create their pastas. They only have 5 pastas in their repertoire at the moment, but it is already sold in places like Harvey Nichols and Harrods. It's just gone to Harrods. So yeah, they've gone from making 200 bags a day to 1,000 bags a day.
Wow. That's awesome.
I bet they're going through some growing pains.
They're going through some major growing things. So, but they were amazing and they're really excited about being part of these kinds of events. So that's really, really cool. And yeah.
Well, let me run in and say hi real quick to everybody. Dark Lord Minute's been with us for a while, so we've been chit-chatting with him. Oh, look, Last Chance Cook-Off is here.
Is it? Wow. How'd that happen?
Well, let me go ahead. Since we're here, I got it put up. Takes it a second here. Give it a... Oh, there it is.
Yep.
So...
it went away.
Oh. Yeah, well, it's because I'm pushing too many buttons. That's why.
There you go.
So, Last Chance Cook-Off now has a YouTube channel. Thanks to Mitchell, we appreciate that.
Thank you, Mitchell.
And then as of today, all of the videos up to today are now on the playlist there at that channel. So you can go look.
Way cool.
There's also,
Well,
go ahead, Mitchell.
Tony did put the stuff on the About page, and he added the playlist.
Yeah.
So it's not just me.
Cool.
Okay. I love
can tell you this, it wasn't me.
Yeah, it wasn't me.
Me.
It wasn't you. We know that. The other thing is too, while we're at it, is Last Chance Cook-Off also has a email address now.
Yay!
Yep.
And there it is. You can see it. It's Last Chance Cook-Off, all one word, lowercase, @gmail.com. So other than when you're claiming your prizes through Tiffany at Mud and Mascara, if you want to reach any of us, you can do it there or at the email addresses you already have. So I do want to go back. 9 Acre Family Farm, Dale. Nice to have you here with us. Thank you.
I won't be there very much, or else I'll get really glitchy.
Okay. Barb's Country Home, thank you for coming in. Always nice to see you. Vicky Gossett, hello. Welcome. Baroque Cowgirl Homestead, hello. Prepping for Heaven. That seems to be one of our usuals.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Trying to Pull My Pork Barbecue. Welcome. Thank you for coming in.
Bob's Country Home.
Oh, did I must have skipped over that because I don't see that one.
Hello, Barb.
Hi, Bob.
Barb. I thought you said Bob. I did say hi to Barb. Sorry. And Vineyard Farmhouse. Welcome. Thank you for coming. Appreciate it. So while we're on the conversation, I'm going to go ahead and pull that down so it's not up in everybody's face right now. There we go. Last Chance Cook-Off. What do you guys think?
It's bonkers.
Oh, wait. The Black Dahlia wants to leave early tonight, so I would love to give him an opportunity to say anything he might have to discuss before we move on.
The Black Dahlia. That's funny, guys. There's a big story behind that.
Big story.
But anyway, so the Last Chance Cook-Off deal, it's pretty neat. And I actually was on YouTube earlier today when I had a free minute. That's been pretty busy. And it looks like the hashtag is definitely starting to trend pretty good on everything. So that's pretty neat. But the really neat thing is how all of the channels are, everybody, like I put that video out because we needed a video for a day. What was it, Tuesday or Wednesday?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And
Tuesday or Wednesday. It was one
Wednesday.
Yeah, I think today it had 100 views on it.
Yep.
So I mean that's pretty neat. Hey Brenda, that to me that's pretty neat that it had 100 views, and there was probably I think 70 something comments on it.
Wow,
that's crazy.
That's good.
So it's pretty neat that people are going around checking out. The prizes do help. I think people to go check them out too. But
oh yeah,
besides that, everybody's checking out all of the videos, and I think it's really neat how it's turned out, and it's pretty cool to be a part of. The group that put it all together.
Yeah.
And I've said it a gazillion times, and I will continue to say it. It definitely has taken all of us working together to get this out there the way it is, the way it's been put together, and the way it's being held together as much as it is. Now, that doesn't mean we don't have growing pains of our own and stumbles and struggles, but I think we're getting through them pretty easy compared to what it could be. Yes, it's no more different than if you had a 30-day collaboration. Yes, you'd run into 3 or 4 things. We've ran into 9 things. Well, technically we're multiplying that by 3, so it's expected. The numbers average, not abnormal, so we're just dealing with it, and it's working out. So
and that's one of the nice things that all of us are pretty well on the same page. So if something happens and they can't get a hold of me, I know that Dale and Tony and Tiffany and Blue are going to make the same kind of decision that I would make. So you're not really worried about if they can't get a hold of me or vice versa to make a decision on something.
Yeah.
And I think it's really good that you actually brought that up, because that's one thing that are you fishing in your drink there, buddy? You want a pole and some line there?
There's a
Are you drinking goldfish?
You're not supposed to throw the goldfish in your drink. You're supposed to eat them. Anyway, the one thing I do want to hit on with what Mitchell said, though, is that what I've loved about this whole thing is the beauty of this group that is in working on this, for the most part, almost has equal thought process to a lot of the stuff we've had to deal with. And that's helped. It's been great. And like Mitchell said, if you back out, if he's got to back out, Dale's got to back out, any of us have to back out. We know that theoretically it's going to head in the right direction based on what we want.
Did you see Dark Lord's comment?
Yeah, I did.
Extra protein.
Oh, Dale, I had a special request. Since it's late night with Kettle Kitchen, I have no problem saying this. Somebody requested that I call you Pooh Head.
Pooh Head?
Pooh Head.
I bet it has something to do with the poo head that's right above.
Anyway, moving forward, our number is down to 92. We've kind of been talking about that, and that's fine. We're still moving forward. We still have the more than 1.3 million total combined subscribers, which the reality of that is that, as Blue was discussing, those types of connections can be made based on that number being there. That number does nothing for any of us other than exactly what she was talking about. Helps and possibly get more.
And it blew them away.
And that's wonderful. That's great.
I explained to them, yes, we have some bigger channels, but most of our channels that are involved with the collaborations are smaller channels from all kinds of different, areas and genres and all of that kind of stuff. And the idea of these collaborations is just to bring all the different areas together, all the different people together, all the different communities and stuff like that. Because, we all have stuff in common at the end of the day. And we just don't always recognize it. But having the collaborations there, all of a sudden it's like, oh, actually, I could do that, or I could do this, or, I'd like to watch those, and, that's the whole point of it. And they saw the potential, really, which was awesome.
Oh, Teresa Jukowitz just came in. Nice to see you. Thank you. And I did want to say hi to Brenda. I wasn't trying to ignore you. Sorry. So once we move past those numbers, then we go into where we have 5 countries. We started out with 6. We did have one channel that had to back out due to personal reasons, so it dropped us down to 5, which is still the US, Canada, Australia, UK, and Switzerland. So that's fine.
And she's very excited, can I say?
And I'm happy. I'm glad.
She's very, very excited. She got hold of me on Discord.
Good.
And she's so excited. And she's like, we've got it all done and it's uploaded and we just got to put it out. And what time do I put it out? I said, anytime in that 24 hours where your date is. Yes, she said, but it's different time in the US. I said, it doesn't matter. As long as it's out in that 24-hour period for you, everybody else will catch up, darling. And she's like, oh, phew. Because, it's her first ever video. And, she's actually got a lot to give because she is a botanist and, she does a lot of foraging and outdoorsy stuff. And she's just an amazing person. So it'd be very, very worth going over.
Will you please remind everybody who that is so they can watch for that?
It's the Wild Fairy Garden.
Yeah. There you go.
The Wild Fairy Garden.
Fairy Garden?
Fairy Garden.
Wild Fairy Garden.
Yeah.
She actually works at the botanical gardens in Switzerland. She does tours, etc., and teaches people all about foraging and the plants and stuff like that, which is absolutely incredible and such a wonderful person. She really is very sweet. So, you know, it's awesome.
One of the things I want to point out, and this is coming from a collaborator because he was in the collaboration.
Yeah.
When you get a collaborator saying that, that's wonderful.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
I mean, I echo his statement there, you know.
Right.
And in fact, I'm gonna be honest, his channel's one that I had not heard of before this collaboration. And now I'm following his channel. I mean,
right. And then here's the other comment that goes along with it from a different.
And I don't believe a word of that comment.
I don't either, but I do get it because smaller channels don't think their videos are that great. The beauty about Brenda's video, and me and her had many conversations through the process, which I think you two did as well. This is out of her realm. She doesn't do food videos, and so. For her, at least in the conversations we had, this felt like it was her first video. And for a first video, I thought it was wonderful. I didn't see it stinking, as she quote unquote calls it.
It didn't
stink. It was a good video. Can it be improved on? Yes. But all of us came from that realm at one point in time too. If we're not still there.
I'm still there. I'm still there.
Yep.
I'm not a film editor or anything like that, or even a camera person. I mean, like my background in filmmaking is making props and costumes. Do you know what I mean? It's not, you know, it's not, or even doing the catering. It's not actually, you know, behind the camera or doing any of the tech stuff. So, you know, we're all learning and we're all coming from the same place.
Oh,
so don't worry about it.
As a creator, that's one of the things that I really enjoy about this collaboration is the fact of seeing different ways of filming, different editing skills. Me, as wanting to improve my channel, I can glean information from that, you know?
Right.
Yeah, that's like how I film my video. There was a video that I watched, and I really like the way that they changed the camera angles and everything. So I kind of tried to, I didn't mimic it, but I kind of try to do the same thing.
Well, I'm a firm believer. Statement was made in something last night that, you know, imitation is the biggest form of flattery, in my opinion. Compliment.
Yeah.
Because if someone's trying to imitate what you're doing, that means that you're doing something they appreciate.
Right.
You're doing something good.
Yeah.
I had a person make a comment to me that, you know, your videos are always changing. You don't have a pattern. And I said, you know, I could be like the other channels that have a set process, set way of doing it. Everything is static. Nothing changes. I said, but for me specifically, I'm trying to figure out what my static is, if that makes any sense. I don't know. I don't know what my niche in editing is yet. I'm still trying to learn that. And I know that me and Dale and Mitchell and Blue have all had this conversation before. I don't know who I'm trying to please, if that makes any sense. I got a portion of my subs that like the voiceover. I got a portion that like direct me talking in the video, nothing fancy about it. And then I've got others that like the video with the music and me not saying anything at all. So it's a constant struggle to figure out.
That's why you put out all three.
And that's why I do that. That's exactly why I do that, you know?
Yeah.
So
I mean, some of them, you know, it's like my channel. I don't stick to any one particular process, you know, because it just depends on partly what my mood is at the time.
Yeah,
I love, like I made the comment on Blue's video that she's seen, and maybe you guys have. I love the banner, the exchange back and forth between you and Dan at the beginning of that. I just loved every bit of that, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's exactly right. You cannot please everyone. You just got to
just do your own thing, you know.
Yeah.
Well, I think the biggest thing is you got to have fun doing it.
Yes,
it doesn't matter if everybody doesn't like it. If you're not having fun, you're not going to keep doing it.
But that's just like my Pratranza recipe that I just put out. My video I just put out yesterday. Aside from the headaches that editing provided, I actually liked the way it turned out. I thought it was, for as long as that type of video was, it allowed me to pay attention to what I was trying to get in the editing instead of worrying about, did I just hear myself stutter? Did I trip over a word? Am I matching up with where I'm at? I didn't have to concentrate on that. So it made it easy, even though the editing portion of it was not easy. That's not the point. But anyway, so go ahead. Sorry.
To get that video that I did, we had 4.5 hours of film.
Right.
Okay, so to get it down to 26 minutes.
Yes.
Wow. It took me 12 hours of editing to try and get it so it didn't lose the heart of what we were doing and, you know, all of that kind of thing. But I decided to put, instead of having the close-up after doing the other, because the other was so long, I just decided, you know what, actually, I've got a really good opportunity to hide the state of my coffee table here. And I'll just put it there. And then, it's all a learning thing.
If you watch, not to take away from Last Chance Cook-Off, but if you watch another collaboration video that a few of us are in, you watch mine, like at one point, the logo changes from like up here in the screen to like down here.
Yeah.
And that's because the laundry basket was sitting there full of laundry to go to the washing machine. And I was like, I'm going to cover that up.
You got to do what you got to do, you know. I mean,
so I want to say hi to Jace Drifter, Byron, 12 Stones Ranch. Welcome. Thank you for coming in. And Rebecca, Touched by Yarn. Thank you guys all for coming in. We appreciate it.
Hi, Byron.
I want to kind of get back to the numbers portion of it real quick so we can finish that out. We have, trying to remember where I left off. As of right now, at least in the playlist, what's up, and I think there's 4 videos that are pending because they're already uploaded, waiting to go out. We have 84, if I think the number is right, videos that are actually active right now. Of those videos,
that was before today.
Oh, okay. So not including today. So then you got 3 more. So now there's 87. Yeah. We have, as of yesterday's tally, me and Dale went through, there was more than 40,000 views on those videos. That's wonderful. That's great. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Especially when you look at the fact that before September 1st, there was no such thing as hashtag Last Chance Cook-Off. There was no such thing as this collaboration.
No.
And it's just now starting to really get a ball rolling. I mean,
that's it.
We discussed it in the live on Blue's channel. And Mitchell just touched on it again, that it is, that. And then we have Jesse in here. Hi, Jesse and Lisa. But that hashtag and that playlist naturally created by YouTube, because everyone is using that same hashtag, it is growing and gaining steam this whole time.
Yeah.
I did notice today there was like 5 videos that I don't know who they are, that they have hashtag Last Chance Cook-Off in it.
Wow.
It's in that, if you go to Last Chance Cook-Off or hashtag Last Chance Cook-Off and you click on the little icon, there's like 5 or 6 videos that have nothing to do with us that are in it.
Honestly, some of them are seen recipes and are imitating those recipes or trying them.
Yeah.
Which is great. And that's what you want.
So So Cindy Brown's in here with us now. That woman did an awesome job last night. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. And I see that Twisted Pork's in the room with us tonight.
Twisted pork.
Twisted pork with pineapple jalapeno jelly.
Woo!
Yeah.
And what do we have here, Tony? We have twisted pork with pineapple glaze.
And he's got hashtag where's the beef?
Yeah, and he made pork.
And he made pork, yes.
Yeah.
Anyway, so what I wanted to jump into is I just got an email from somebody. This is hot off the press email.
Okay.
So I've been going back and forth with Uncle Steve's Shakes. When we first originally got their donation acceptance, he offered us his box of everything, which is 12 bottles of spice rubs that he was donating, as well as a swag bag. Okay.
Kill.
And it was going to be one swag bag, one box of the 12 rubs. Yesterday, and he just confirmed it, he was going to do the box of 12 and the swag bag. The swag bag would have been a hat, a shirt, and a rub, one rub. But he's now just replaced that. He is putting out 3 boxes of the 12 spices as donation. And he will cover the cost with it.
That's awesome.
Wow.
Is that awesome or what? Because if I remember right, those are $110 in value retail.
Yeah.
That's pretty neat.
That is awesome. Yeah. So for that, if you're listening, thank you very much. We appreciate that.
Night, Teresa. Teresa
Good night.
She has to leave.
Night, honey.
Just real quick, is there anything else you needed to touch on, Mitchell? If not, you can go ahead and head out because I know you've had a long couple of 48 hours. So
no, not really. That was kind of it. It's really neat to see all these sponsors wanting to get involved in helping and bring everybody together, because really they're bringing a lot more people together than what a lot of us even realize, because without them, people aren't going and checking out a lot of the videos because they wouldn't be entered to win.
That's right.
So we really appreciate anybody that does offer anything. I mean, it doesn't matter what it is, as far as a donation for it, because Dale, Tony, and I, we at least us three for sure have had said we don't want anything for it. Let that go to everybody else,
Right.
So that's I just think that's pretty neat that everybody's
doing
that.
It is.
Yeah.
Yep. While I'm on the subject matter, there's been a discussion going around, and I just want to hit on it subtly. I'm not here for a very long, drawn-out conversation on this, but this is something I want to make very clear, and I know that the 4 of us sitting in here agree with it. This collaboration, this event, was a brainchild of Mitchell's, and I don't want people to forget that.
Yeah.
The number one thing that matters is, technically, by intellectual property, Mitchell owns the idea.
That's right.
Anything that needs to be decided will be approved or disapproved by him, specifically before anybody else makes a choice of moving forward. I just want to make that very clear to everybody. Okay? Yes. This is not my point in that, and it's not to you, because you and I have not had a chance to have a discussion yet. We will tomorrow. But
are you talking to me?
Yes, I am talking to you.
Oh.
There's been question about what we can do, what we shouldn't do, what people want, what people don't want, and what also has been put out there coming along with that conversation is, if you don't do it, somebody else will. Well, I got news for them all. They're going to have a battle to fight, because this is his brainchild. He's the one that came up with the idea, and it will be based off whether he agrees or disagrees with that. So
that's right.
Okay. I don't think any of the other three of us disagree with that thought process.
No, not at all.
Okay.
Not at all.
That's putting a lot on my shoulders there.
It is putting a lot on your shoulder, but you have every right to it because this is your thought process. You're the one that came to me and asked me what I thought of the idea. I've had enough people that have tried to put it on my shoulders, and I'm like, I'm not taking credit for this because this was a wonderful idea from somebody else. All I did was help. I helped. That's all I did.
Thank you for sharing that, Cindy. If anyone's interested, the Growing Towards Self-Sufficiency Gathering, Bourbon County Fairgrounds, Fort Scott, Kansas, on October the 1st. And the guy above me, Mitchell, I think is going to be on the panel and be a key speaker there. We got to iron out.
I would be there, but it's a very long swim, and I'm not sure I've got the energy right now.
Hi, Rhonda.
I would love to go, but it's too far away. Jan on her live tonight said she needed help with something, and I said, unless you can cover my costs, I can't do it. She said, Tony, I have an Amish friend. You need a pillow and a blanket, but he can get you from point A to point B just fine. I'm like, no, I'm okay. I'm good.
Hi, Annette.
Hey, Annie.
Hello.
Oh, yeah, the AFL Grand Final. I heard about that yesterday, actually.
Oh.
Yes.
Well, Tony, if that's all last off stuff, I'm gonna go get in bed.
Get along,
that, buddy.
Pitter patter, get at her.
Huh?
Pitter patter, get at her.
Don't forget to water your black dahlia. We wouldn't want it to die.
No.
All right.
Have a good night. Thank you for coming in.
Thanks for having me up.
Talk to you later. Night.
So the other thing I do want to hit on real quick is September's going on as well.
Yes.
I know the three of us are in that. There's a lot of good recipes coming out of that. Leanne Mennonite Farmhouse has done a great job on that, and a lot of good views and a lot of good videos, and people are really hitting on it. So I think that's a good one. And then talk about yours a little bit, Dale, will you? What you got coming up on the weekend? Next weekend.
Yeah, the Growing Towards Self-Sufficiency Gathering. I didn't mean to jump that in front of you.
No, you're fine.
This is your live, but yeah, we have the gathering on October the 1st. It's not going to be just a YouTube meetup. We are planning on doing some.
Ow. Sorry. I tried to hurt myself. I just moved and my knee gave out. Sorry.
Oh no.
Go ahead.
Help, Tony's falling and can't get up. Anyway, so we are planning on having an actual day of learning there will be plenty of time for everyone to get to know each other because we will have several breaks. But we have some key speakers. We're going to have a panel where we will have people who grew up generationally in town, never gardening, anything like that, and have now moved out of town to do a homesteading or a gardening lifestyle. Talk about that. I have a keynote speaker coming to talk about medicinals at your home, in your yard, on your homestead and farm, naturals that you can grow. I have a gentleman coming that's going to talk about grazing, different animals together and utilizing what small acreage to get the most out of it as you can. So we'll have several talks like that. And I think Mr. Mitchell is actually going to talk about maybe along with my help some, if he'll allow it, is maintenance at the home and in the homestead to help you budget wise, and what that can save you. So I think it'll be a great day. I know it's not just me, of course. It's also Gathered Together Homestead and Pathways Homestead that is putting that together. So
that's awesome.
Good.
That's really awesome.
And
I hope you have a great turnout, because I think it gives everybody a chance to get some great information, meet up with, I mean, kind of the same thing we're doing here, you know, is get to know people, get to know what, maybe some questions that they just haven't had answered. Or
my biggest goal for this is that people meet that other person that they can help build a community and have that sounding board, that person to ask. And someone commented on one of my videos this week, you know, I can tell from everything that you're involved with that you're about community, and that is exactly right. That's what we're about, is living this life together, building a community, and different types of communities. Because, you know, if I hook up with a fishing channel, you know, that we become friends with, he can help me. If you know, if someone needs help with mechanic and they know that I'm just a email or a text or a message away, you know, to ask a question or something like that, you know, and that's what it's all about, in my opinion.
Right. I agree.
Cindy says it best right there: build your own support group. Because
that's it.
Well, and that's what it is. I mean, the ultimate is that is what it is. You gotta have that connection. You got to be able to talk to that person. Me and Dale and me and Blue, all of us, and me and Mitchell and me and Tiffany and me and Chris and Larry Homestead, me and Leanne, me and Jesse and Lisa, me, and I could go on forever. Normally, in everyday normal situation, would never have met each other.
That's right.
No. But
now
I
we
know
communicate continuously.
But it's not even that. It's doing there's my support group. I know if I got an issue, I'm just picking on you, Dale, but here's an example. If I have a John Deere tractor, I know who I'm going to help me fix it.
Oh yeah.
If I have budgeting issues, I know I'm going to Blue, because she knows what she's talking about.
Exactly.
I know if I have to bake something, I'm going to Leanne. I'm just telling everybody that right now. Even though I'm making fun and jest of it, it's the point behind it. It's being able to reach out to people to help, and in return, can I help you do something? Because it's got to be a trade-off. It can't be a one-way street, because those relationships never last.
That's exactly right. Because the person that you're constantly, if you're not offering anything back to them, that person that you're continuously going to eventually is going to say, okay, what am I getting out of this situation? And that's not saying that person, you know, isn't doing their due diligence to be helpful in their community and to help others. It's just the fact of how much time we only have, so much time out of each day to spend on doing what we're having to do.
Right.
But
so, okay, moving
and I
on.
think also it's reminiscent of going back to tribal community.
It is.
You know, there was, you know, we've got to a point in our existence at the moment where we're being taught to fear asking for help. And it's wrong, you know, because we naturally, as human beings, come together as communities and, you know, tribes, etc. And this is really bringing together lots of different people from different walks of life who specialize in whatever it is they specialize in, so that we're actually creating our own little tribe, even though we live so far away from each other.
That's right.
You know, that we still have our little tribe that we can all go to, and we all have our things, and you know, that we can all, you know, be there for each other, which is what it should be.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, my Nana, she talks about her friend that messages her on Facebook all the time and responds to her Facebook post, you know, down here.
I love that.
I love
Nana. But she and that's, you know, that goes along with, I was kind of reading in the chat some, and where Brenda is kind of egging Cindy on to try to make a little content. And you know, Nana was one of those that she did not want to make content on her own. She enjoys being us together on our channel, but did not want to do anything on her own. That's kind of why I'm involved in her video, to help be that support system for her. And I am so glad she did it because I thought it turned out awesome.
It was a great video. I loved it.
It was really cool.
Well, you should have been the one that was eating it because it was awesome.
Yeah.
There's a reason why I said, I don't know what you're going to eat. And I walked off with the bowl because it was amazing. And
matter of fact, you can also let her know, I think it's tomorrow. That's what we're having for dinner. Really? Yes.
I will let her know that.
Yep. We want
I'm not taking away from anyone else's soup. It's kind of the same way. You know, the one that dropped today, Jess from Gathered Together.
Yes.
That looked really good too, you know, and there was this potato with mushrooms that looked really good. And I don't know.
See, I want to try Nana's soup, but what I want to do is I want to make it veggie. So I'm going to swap out the sausage for TVP and make it that way.
You can do it.
So, yeah. And it's yum. Oh, yeah.
Settle down now, young lady.
Well, I know Tanny won't eat it anyway, and I'm pretty much veggie anyway, so I'm going to be making it for me. So, you know.
I love Dark Lord Minute's comment there where he says, can't pick the bloodline, but can pick your friends that are like family.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is exactly true.
That right there.
That's why we call everyone our family on 10 Acre Family Farms.
I want to read something real quick to you guys, and it's not something anybody outside of this group would know unless they were a possible sponsor. Okay.
Right.
This was in our media kit that we sent out for Last Chance Cook-Off. And for me, it sums up where we're at, or at least I know for me, the direction I'm headed in. Okay. We've thoroughly enjoyed getting to know and meet many new people who are enchanting, passionate, and dedicated to their craft. One of our goals for our channels is to bring the community together in a way where we're uplifting each other and promoting the growth of all channels. That statement, before I continue, is exactly, I know, the way Dale and Mitchell and I felt when we first started talking about this.
Yeah.
And that's not to say the other 4 co-hosts don't feel the same way. It's just that's where we are when we started talking about this. Yeah. It goes on to say, in this venture, we've created the slogan, bringing communities together. And it is our ambition and our desire to make sure this is how our channels move forward and end if that day ever arrives.
Yeah.
That is the way I know I feel, and it's the way I want my channel to grow.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I just had to throw it out there because
I'm never going to put my channel in front of anybody else.
No.
If anything, I'm here to be a promoter for all, and I don't care who you are. For everyone.
Exactly. I'm the same.
Until you prove to me that I should not be a supporter of your channel.
Which, in all honesty, and I'm not here to fluff anybody, there are a couple channels that has happened with me, but it's been on the content creator or host, whichever way you want to look at it, or those that they put in their environment. So they could be a great person who's letting somebody on who's tearing their channel down because they won't step up and stop them from doing it. That has happened as well. But theoretically, I am there 100%. I am all about lifting you up. If I did it with Tiffany the other day, yesterday. She's nervous about the StreamYard thing tomorrow. I sat on the phone with her for almost 2 hours, walking her through StreamYard, showing her what she needed to do. This is how you do this. This is how you do that. I don't have to do that. I wanted to do that because it made her feel more comfortable at what she needs to do. That's what it's about.
Exactly.
That is what it's about. So
it is.
Anyway, sorry, I didn't mean to turn this into a serious conversation, but what other collaborations are coming up that we know about?
There's Croctober's coming up.
Yeah.
Oh, tell us more.
that's all about slow cookers and that kind of thing.
And that's being hosted by Jenny Goff over at Jenny Scratch Meat Kitchen.
Yes, there is also 2 lots of Pumpkin Palooza.
Yep.
One that's in the very first week of October and is being hosted by Andrea over at Digging for Health, and one from the 18th, I believe.
It's on the 18th, yeah.
On the 18th, yeah. And
that's Mary Ellen Prepper Potpourri. You're welcome.
Thank you. I'm sorry, my brain is just leaking out my ears at the moment. And then we've got Noodle November. And
I don't know who's hosting that.
God, I have no idea who's hosting that. I mean,
I heard it's some crackpot guy that likes doing collaborations all the time.
I know. That's all he does. All he does. Collaboration king.
I'm doing that one, yes. And a matter of fact, if there are any channels that are out there, I still do have some openings. So if you're interested, don't put it in the chat. Please email me, and I will take care of that part right there. Email me there.
Ta-da!
Night,
so yeah,
Brenda.
and that one's all
Night,
about
Brenda,
pasta.
thank you.
Okay, so all kinds of pasta. You know, it doesn't have to be noodles per se, because noodles in the UK and Australia mean Chinese noodles or Asian noodles or whatever. It's classified for all types of pasta.
Here's my spiel on that, okay?
Yeah.
It's Noodle November, any kind of pasta. If you make homemade, preferably to show that would be wonderful, but you don't have to. I don't want a normal spaghetti, a normal lasagna, or a normal Alfredo fettuccine. Make it something that is either something your family likes that most people don't do or don't have access to, or do something with it. That's all there is. That's the rules. That's all the rules right there. Pretty simple.
No, Brenda.
Nice.
Also, the next one is the 12 days of cookies.
Yes.
Cindy Brown. Yes, I did mean Jenny Scratch Meat Kitchen. Sorry.
Yeah. So then there's the 12 days of cookies. Woo-hoo.
And then Sherry Southern Roots is doing 12 days of candy, if I remember correct, too.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I think it's Christmas, the December of candy.
Oh, is it the whole month?
Is it the December of candy?
She sent me an email. I don't know why.
I was going to say, I have to look back at my email because I got invited into that one also. And we don't do candy here. We're going to have to learn all kinds of new stuff.
You know, I mean, candy can be really easy and people get really worried about it. But the bottom line is this. If you've got chocolate and, you can melt it, you can add whatever you want to it. And that's candy at the bottom, at the very bottom of everything, you know. You know, you don't have to have fancy thermometers and all of that kind of jazz. You can make it as simple as possible. I mean, I saw candy recipes because I do a lot of research and stuff like that, where people are getting pretzels and just putting like little dots of white chocolate here or there, or just dumping it in whatever. And, you know, it's simple stuff. You don't have to go overboard with things like that, you know, or feel like it's out of your way.
So 2 things I want to throw out there first. I did find the name. It's
Metal Mickey's joined us again.
You're roboting again.
I don't even notice it. I don't hear it. So
sorry. Oh no, that's okay.
Is it still doing it?
Number 5 is alive.
Still doing it?
Yeah.
Something maybe this might help.
What, his hands over the screen?
Does that help any?
It made it louder, but it's still that way.
Okay, moving forward, you're going to have to deal with it. Sorry.
That's okay.
So, Southern Roots by Sherry is who's hosting it, and it's called It's a Candy Christmas.
Ooh.
just so everybody knows, I don't have anything on dates yet, so I'm going to go with Dale. He seems to know a little bit more. That's the month of December. So
I mean, that's just what I remember. It's been a while since I looked at it.
The second thing I wanted to tell people is that the very first time I made...
I'm just doing what Jazz told me to do.
Yeah, don't listen to that, obviously. Okay, so what we're going to do...
Oh.
Whoa.
Hello.
Well. There.
Yay.
How's that?
Much better.
So much better.
Okay. So we'll go with that. Except I got an echo.
Not on our end.
Not on our end.
Oh, I did. It was like wah 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 wah. Oh, I know why. I have YouTube up. That's why.
All right, Rhonda, thanks. Yeah.
Okay.
You need to get a ton of ink from Costco because there's a lot of collaborations coming up.
There are. And that's only this year. Okay, we haven't even touched on next year. Now are you just like...
Did you just see Daz's comment also?
Well, come on up, brother. Let's have a conversation.
That's awesome.
The other thing that I was gonna say is when I very first learned how to do candy, I did basically what Blue was saying. We would just melt chocolate chips. I'd drizzle them over pretzel rods, over shortbread cookies I went and bought at the store. I mean, you name it, we did it. As it evolved, I mean, then the next step was we got the silicone like hearts for Valentine's Day. Same thing. We were just dumping chocolate chips that have been melted into. I mean, it's a process, but I'm still with what she says. Candy is candy. I mean, that's a wide, huge, open thing. So,
and don't
I've
freak
kind of been a cookie
out
guy.
about it,
I'm like a cookie. I'm the guy that, you know, in our family, this guy was the one that would be like, okay, kids, I'm going to make you chocolate chip cookies. And they would be like, you're going to make chocolate chip cookies at first? And then from that point on, it was like once a week or more. Dad, you going to make cookies? Yep.
My whole Sunday used to be my baking day. And that's when everything used to come out. Oh, really? Like, because, you know, we'd have the big breakfast for Sunday, and then we'd have like Sunday dinner, and then because the oven's on, you may as well just get all the stuff in for the baking for the week as well, you know. So
Cindy, it is Southern Roots by Sherry that is who's hosting that collaboration. And then might have to ask what?
I might have to ask about that one.
Yeah. We'll probably put a suggestion in.
I might have
to. But again, you know, the other thing. Oh, good night, Daz.
Night, Daz.
Just so everybody knows, when Daz came up, I was going to introduce him as extra special dilly ishes, often imitated, never duplicated. Our friend Daz.
Oh, that's sweet. I'll be back in a second, guys.
Okay.
Yeah, turn that camera off. We already had that talk.
Look at that picture.
Yeah, that's kind of funny, isn't it?
It is real funny.
Anyways, So we did back on Last Chance Cook-Off just for a minute. We do have another live stream giveaway that's being hosted over on Tiffany's Mud and Mascaras channel on tomorrow. Is it tomorrow? Yeah, it's tomorrow still. Well, not for you, Central. It is for me. PM, not AM. I just want to clarify that. And don't forget, I guess the other thing I'd want to throw out there is don't forget the live stream that will take place on the 2nd. That will be 6 p.m. Central Standard Time on Mitchell's channel.
Yes.
And then Dale, you have a live stream on Sunday, don't you?
Yeah,
is it Sunday? So. And then we have another one, I think on the 29th is the other one. So we're getting there. It's getting towards the end. So
yeah,
if you haven't caught up on video commenting, please do it. Okay.
And my video drops in 2 days, if I remember right.
Well, I could take a look if you'd like me to.
I think it drops on Monday.
Let me look at.
I don't remember. It's already scheduled.
It's already scheduled. Well, there you go. So then you don't have to worry about it too much.
That's right. You know, that's funny how that works.
It's funny how that works because, see, now you don't have to worry about it. It's already there. Okay, I'm coming to the community page, and I will be able to tell you what we're doing here.
These things make my ears itch.
Make your ears itch?
Yeah.
Okay, so on tomorrow is on Tiffany's, and that'll cover the 17th, 18th, and 19th videos. Then Dale has his the next day, which is Sunday, same time, but on his channel. And that will cover the 20th, 21st, and 22nd. Then we have our Thursday live stream. That will be hosted on Chris and Larry Homestead. Same time, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. That'll cover the 23rd, 24th, 25th, and 26th. That one covers 4 days. So you need to make sure your comments are caught up. And then the finale night will be on Mitchell's. That'll be at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time on his channel. That also will cover the last 4 days, which is 27th, 28th, 29th, and 30th, as well as our finale giveaway prizes, as well as the collaborators prizes too. So, wow, that's a lot of stuff. Oh, that was another number I wanted to give out. So we ended up with 130. Well, actually, with the 2 additions, the way they worked out, we ended up with 136 prizes in this giveaway that we're giving away.
Wow.
Not sponsored by YouTube, by the way.
Yes.
Not sponsored by YouTube. Yes.
Or
nor are they affiliated. You owe me a Coke.
Yep. Jinx.
I'm trying to see. I'm trying to look at chat here.
The ones for tomorrow are the 18th, 19th, and 20th, I think. Wasn't it the 14th, 15th, and 16th for mine? So, yeah, it was 17, 18, 19.
17, 18, and 19. Yes, correct.
Yeah.
Yep. I know I really want to push people to start being conscious of channels and their collaborations, because it kind of hits on what Dale was kind of hinting to and what Blue was hinting to. Next year, you're going to have a lot of collaborations to watch. Just from the general community we all are correlated to, you guys are going to have a lot of collaborations. And I hope it's not overwhelming. That's what I'm hoping.
Yeah.
But I think we're having fun doing it. And so doing it is enjoyable. Right.
Yeah, absolutely. And it doesn't matter if there's 2 collaborations going on in a month, because some people will like one and they may not like the other. So, but you know, there's something for everybody, you know, and that's the idea of this, is to put something out there that's for everybody. So at some point during the year, you're going to find something that you really, really want to watch.
That's right. And you know, a lot of people are worried that there's more than one collaboration. Well, from a creator standpoint, I had this discussion the other night that, you know, if there's 5 collaborations, that's 5 videos that my channel already knows what we're going to do, what we're, you know, and can already film ahead of time, have them loaded so they can just drop, you know, if we have enough advance notice.
Absolutely.
To answer your question, Cindy, if you go over to the Facebook group page, I do have up at the pinned, there's an updated list, and I believe it goes to not the one we did yesterday, but up to the one before that. I haven't added yesterday's in there yet. So I'll do that tomorrow so that it's updated for the one tomorrow before we go live.
Yeah.
I do know for a fact that a lot of people replied like they were supposed to this time. That's good.
That helps.
Awesome.
That helps.
I do know Amy W. I don't remember which channel she was from, but she won 2 prizes last night.
Yes.
As of when I talked to Tiffany about 6, well, it would have been 6 my time, so it would have been 9 her time. They hadn't replied yet, so they need to reply.
Okay.
Or you're going to lose that prize. That's what's going to happen. So
yeah.
I'm really excited at how well this has gone. I really am.
Yeah.
I am too. And you know, we've probably had some growing pains, like Cindy's pointing out there, work out a place to post winners. Hopefully next year, the Last Chance Cook-Off channel will be a place to do all that, you know?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because
if we can get the 500
our goal
subs
for it is that all the lives will be posted on that channel.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you'll have one
the lives
for all the lives.
Yep.
Mm.
Yep. So again, just like Prepping for Heaven says, there's Last Chance Cook-Off, there's Souptember, there's what is the sourdough one called? Because that's not, it's called
Fall
something.
into Sourdough and
Fall into sourdough. Yeah, I keep
that one is
do that, and I still haven't done it.
That's Anna at Fermented Homestead that's doing that one, correct?
Yes,
and then there's Spam Timber, I think is the name of that one.
Really?
Yep. Yes.
That's kind of cool.
Yep.
Someone asked if there was a pie. I think it was Prepping for Heaven asked if there was a pie. I haven't heard of a pie one.
Well, that would fall into Dovember because you can make a pie with dough. So that's
there's Dovember as well. Whoa.
Oh. That was what? Oh, Dovember. Yeah, that one's being done it's in November, and that's being put on by Tulilu Creates. That's who's doing that one.
Who's doing that one? Sorry,
Linda over at Tulilu Creates.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Pie collab. That sounds actually quite fun. Pie is in March. Also,
I am not hosting it. I'm not hosting it, but I would join that collab, that pie collab.
Yeah. Yeah. Pie Day. Yeah, no.
Pie Day.
Yeah. Pie Day, yes. 14th of March, 3.14.
Yep.
I like the play on words, though. I do.
Yeah. That's been around for ages. That's been a real geeky thing that's been around for ages, which is really kind of cool. Yeah.
Geeky for ages. I love that.
Yeah.
Geeky for ages.
Geeky for ages. It's brought together the geeks, the nerds. The geeks and the nerds. Yep. And the dorks. Okay. And if you guys know
Brown
what the
is a
difference
geek and proud.
you're a dork.
I know what a dork is.
Okay, so a nerd is someone who's academic. Okay, that's a nerd. A geek is someone who geeks out about their chosen subject. Okay, so it could be films, it could be anything like that, but it could also be food, it could be anything. It's their geek. That's their geek. A dork is the person who knows the difference between the two. So yeah, I'm a dork.
That's your definition. I have a different definition.
No, that's the official definition. You can go and look it up in the Urban Dictionary. That is the official dictionary. That
Urban
is the
Dictionary.
Official, that is the official definition. Nerds are academic. Geeks, it's their chosen subject. And dork is the person who knows the difference between the two.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That is the official definition. Yeah, I've been a dork forever. Really? Oh, naughty.
Prepping for Heaven says, I think I'm a nerd, but I might be all three.
Nothing wrong with that.
Might be the same.
Yeah, huh? Yep.
I'm leaving this one alone. I am not touching this. Anyways. I can't think of anything else. Can you? I just want to make sure we're not missing information. I don't think we're missing anything. I think we've hit a lot of information tonight. So, oh, here's Cindy. I'll get it to you right.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Bam has just sent me a very interesting fun fact. Do you want a really interesting fun fact?
You bet.
It depends on what we're talking
apparently.
About.
This is for real, okay? Because he doesn't say this stuff unless he's checked it out. So apparently in Australia, you can trade solar power for beer, but it's only VB. So Victoria Bitter. You can actually swap solar power for VB beer. That's kind of cool.
All right.
Nobody tell Tanny, please. For the love. He does not need to find out where to get free beer from. Bam is adorable. He is absolutely adorable. We need to find him just as an adorable wifey or girlfriend or, he's choosing. But,
I get it.
Yeah.
So have you guys heard about Game Night with Kettle Kitchen?
Oh, I have. I may or may not have been a contestant and a panelist on Game Night.
Once or 15 times. Yes.
I enjoy it so much. It's so much fun.
Oh, yeah.
I love watching it back.
So
it's cool.
We finished week 5. I just poked my eyeball. That felt
Hang
so
on,
good.
Cindy. I'll pull it up for you, darling, so that you've got a link.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
All right.
So we finished our 5th week in the Game Night series we were playing, which was the Family Feud match game and Hollywood Squares. And in the end of it, as depressing as it is to say to you, Dale,
I'm not a
2
winner.
other teams beat you out. So Lisa at Yogi Hollow Farm, I believe, had 33 points, and MT Homestead had 31. Everybody else was below that. So they both have agreed. So we will have it Tuesday night. I'm gonna do 10 questions of super match game for each side. I'm going to do 10 Family Feud speed challenge for each side. And then I'm still throwing up in the air. I think I want to do something extra special.
Hide and watch.
Why that just becomes so pertinent at some point.
You're welcome,
because
Cindy.
I'm going to be nice and show you.
Oh no.
What we're talking about.
What
Put
is
him back on. Patty, stop him. Make him keep his pants on.
Oh, you didn't just go there, did you?
Oh my.
She went there, didn't she?
I'm waking up. I'm waking up.
Oh, I want to show you. I
covered her up with.
I want to show you guys this though.
Cook-off Facebook group.
So that's okay. I don't mind. I'm hiding.
There.
I hide.
There's my new logo.
That is awesome.
Do you like it?
That is fantastic.
I love it.
That is really cool. That is really
Good.
cool.
I'm glad you like it.
Okay. Stickers, maybe?
So that's why I'm doing it that way, because I wanted to do stickers and magnets.
Awesome. I really need to sort out a logo for mine. I used to have one, but all my logo stuff was on the other computer, and it's kind of disappeared. But I kind of need to work on a new logo and things, I think. You know, because I've lost my little pixie that I used to use on everything.
Yeah.
Because I had a.
Did Dale get to see this last night?
Yes. And
yes.
I know that one.
You did.
I know it
now. So Blue, could you tell us what that is?
President Reagan.
I love how she said Reagan.
Reagan. Because the first time I seen that was with Mitchell, and I got the bottom part, and he never could figure out the bottom part.
He couldn't.
I couldn't figure out the top part.
I struggled with the top part.
I struggled with it because, you know, it was tent, not dent. You know, I would have put something with a dent in it. Do you know what I mean? But I think if that was, I think that was me, and, you know, my brain is weird. So, yeah.
Hey, we're all weird, sister.
Funny.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, let me do it this way here.
What is he doing?
Don't give away too many of them. You'll have to have them for the game night.
I'm not. I'm trying not to.
It kind of did, Cindy, I have to admit. But it was a press, not a printer. So it's like, you know, a printing press rather than a printer.
See, to me, as a mechanic, if it would have been an actual press that I used to press parts apart, it would have made more sense to me, you know.
Fix our dent.
Okay. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Tell me what that is.
You do realize it's 6:15 in the morning. You're asking my brain to function, right?
I am. Yes, I am.
Stop it. It's trying to remember. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in.
Oh, my Lord, Blue.
Out.
Okay, that's funny.
4 minutes.
That's funny.
I know what the level one is.
Okay, there's one. Try that. Let me know when you need help.
I need help.
Help.
Green with envy.
Oh, that's just wrong.
That's just wrong.
That's so unfair. I know what the level one was. It was split level.
I think Cindy Brown's right with the other one.
Yeah, metaphor. She was metaphor.
It's metaphor. She was correct. Yep. So I'm thinking maybe, I mean, I obviously will, to play it out right, I'll have to have 10 for each one of them to try to pick out. But I think that'll be something different, because the problem with the Hollywood Square one, that took so long to get a question through to the next one, so I think it'll help speed it up. But it's also a longer process, because you got to analyze the picture and decide what it is. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I got to do something, though.
Cindy, you could play,
Yes.
You could.
She could. Dale, don't cry. It's okay.
I'm fine.
You can try the next game.
I was trying to read chat. I'm trying to read chat, and it's not working out too well.
So there was a question over somebody.
I'm gonna quit looking at chat.
Okay. Okay.
Or maybe I'll steal Nana's granny glasses.
Will they help though? Does it help?
Yeah. No.
Oh.
But didn't I look cute in them? Look at them. They're all sparkly on the side.
Oh, they're fancy.
Oh yeah.
I don't even know where my glasses are.
They're just readers.
Mine are somewhere safe.
Yeah. Yeah, mine are so safe I don't know where they're at.
Exactly.
Mine are in one of two places, but I'm not quite sure if they're even in there, to be honest.
Cindy, I know what you're saying by popping out the chat and then magnify it, but I can't be on the YouTube one and on StreamYard at the same time.
Yeah.
Or everything grinds to a halt. So
totally get it.
That's why I don't respond in the chat very much or anything like that.
That's cool.
And here, I thought you just didn't like me. That's why.
No. Well, okay, that's the case with you, but I like everyone else in the chat, Tony.
Oh, okay. Okay, now that we've clarified that, thank you. I love it. You're wonderful.
Dude. Oh, that's fantastic. So I found something, right? You know how everyone was talking about chili honey the other day?
Yes.
Okay. So I've spoken to Tony about this guy over here called the Chili Jam Man.
Oh yeah.
So if you happen to be in the UK, he makes it. He makes chili honey. And I tried it yesterday, and
amazing, huh?
I might just be getting a couple of jars of that for Christmas.
See, when Tony told me that his name was the Chili Jam Guy, I'm like, you're sure? I'm thinking he surely doesn't have that name right, but no, that's his name. I just seen it on
here. No, that's it. The Chili Jam Man, and he is awesome.
Yeah.
And he's got amazing stuff. Amazing stuff.
And the great thing for us that like to cook, if I remember correctly, he's one of the ones very interested in donating to collaborations.
He's incredibly interested. In fact, he jumped all over it and tried to chew my arm off.
He's the arm chewer. Okay.
He's the one who's been trying to get into collaborations like this and hasn't known how to do it.
Does Tanny know he was chewing on your arm?
No, we're going to keep that to ourselves, okay?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're going to keep that to ourselves.
That's
but
funny.
See, I know the Chili Jam Man because he comes down not only to the food festival here, because he's local to me. He's at all the festivals that they have here in town, and he will be at the Christmas one, which is where I tend to spend a little bit of money. On the year's supplies and, a few presents for my brother-in-law because, he likes a bit of heat. So I like to test him on that theory.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. And this guy, seriously, he has one that's so hot, I had to scrape it off my food. And I do pretty hot. But he's actually combined 4 of the hottest chilies that you can get into one sauce. And the sauce is beautiful.
Wow. So it's 2 things. Cindy said you should have videoed the festival for us.
I couldn't video the festival because I can't walk and film. I walk with a walking frame when I'm outside. So I'm pretty, stuck with what I have. What I have done is I've done a sharing of what I bought at the festival, and there are some pictures and a little bit of film from different places that I found rather
we need to build you a rig to put on your walking frame, and then it just
I know, right? That would be really
get her a GoPro.
Yeah.
I've got
attach your GoPro to it.
I have got a GoPro, but I don't have the claspy thing to grab onto I have tried to use it before, but it doesn't hold on to the front of the thing. I've got to get a doodah that holds on, like a clamp or something that holds on.
Yeah, like a thingamajig that goes on the what's-it-call-it.
Honey, you don't want to put a GoPro on my chest. It'll get lost. It'll get lost.
I am jealous of her though. She says she has 18 tabs, 3 browsers, editing program, 2 games, and Microsoft Office all running at the same time. I can only dream of that.
So my laptop that I'm using is probably power. I mean, I don't think it's my laptop's problem. It's the fact that I have internet via baling wire. My internet will bog down to nothing is the problem.
Yeah, mine's the computer issue and the internet.
Yeah, see, my computer is a top of the range gaming PC that was built to my specifications, so it can do quite a lot of really cool stuff. Cindy's just said, no, silly, the chest mount will supply the straps you need. Yes, I know that, darling, but the camera has to go between, and when you put the straps on, you kind of go like that, and then the camera gets lost in the middle. I mean, I've tried. I promise I did try, and it was just like, oh crap, where's my camera? Straps for the walker.
Yeah.
Oh, Chili
so
Jam Man
Rhonda Towery.
Yes.
Yep. She said that he has a YouTube channel. So
he does. And he's a very lovely fella.
I'm going to have to go check him out. Fella.
Yeah. He's very, very cool. So
now Tony's crying.
No, I got an eyelash trying to go back into my eyeball, and it's driving me nuts now. Oh, poke your eye out again, ding dong. Oh.
I could try that, Cindy. I might have to do that. I'm just, I didn't even think of it, to be fair. Well, pardon me. I have that problem with Mike that way. Oh, bless you. Do you know what? Actually, Rhonda, when I did the TV thing, okay, they actually put the mic up my shirt and it sticks onto your shirt. They've got a little sticky back mic sponges that go over the mic, and I'm going to look at getting some of those. Yeah.
So I got lapel mics for us, and they actually clip on to the shirt.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yep.
Nana does clip hers on the inside of her shirt, and it actually it serves two purposes. For one, it's not sticking out here in the middle of nowhere, and her shirt works as a wind protection on it. Also,
it does. Yes, it's brilliant.
So, that's a good idea.
Yep.
I started clipping mine on my hat, and I like it there because it's kind of like not anywhere on me, but it catches too much wind.
Right.
I got to get a fuzzy dead cat to put on it so it doesn't catch the wind.
That's awesome. Chili Jam Man only posted one video, and it's 4 years ago. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me at all, love. Yep. He's so busy though. He is really busy.
There you go. If anybody's interested, there's the link.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right, we're at about 1:30, so I'm gonna go ahead and probably call it a night for tonight, guys.
Okay.
But I want to wait until Dale comes back. I don't want to. Oh, there he is.
Well, sorry, I turned on my ceiling fan. I was getting hot. I had to turn on my ceiling fan.
Oh, this wasn't eye problems. This was the vapors.
Yeah.
The vape. You had the vapors, dear. I'm sure I have some smelling salts that can help with that.
That's funny. All right, Rhonda, we'll see you before and after.
Okay.
Before, bingo. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, before.
Before and after. Yes. I worked in a bingo hall too. I used to hear that all the time, and I'd just walk around going before and after. The old ladies didn't appreciate it much.
Oh.
All right, guys. Well, I'm going to go ahead and call it. I know. I see that. I see that.
Yeah.
Thank you very much to all the mods, especially Miss Cindy Brown. We greatly appreciate it. Thank you to everybody that's been in the chat. You guys have been wonderful tonight. Thank you for coming. Thank you to the panel for showing up. I appreciate you guys as well.
You bet.
And
always,
until next time, be
awesome
smart,
one.
think ahead. Yes. Meal prep with ease and preserve. Have a great night, guys. Talk to you later. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Feathered Friends Homestead. See ya. Night.